Time now for Baseball on the Show. We're live at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Tonight it's the first of four between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Joe Ross gets the ball for Washington in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's not a good thing when you give up 6 earned runs. You kind of put your team behind the 8 ball. It's tough to win when your team has to score at least 6 just to tie. This guy's a much better pitcher than he was in his last one, and he's going to have to be if they expect to win this game here.
Stepping up now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Cesar Hernandez.
First pitch on its way. Turned on down the line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know what, D-Row? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's set, and the pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Now a look and a throw back to second. Runner back standing. Kingery leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. Here's the first pitch to him. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Santana bats left, but throws right and stands at 5'11". He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
Here now the 2-2. Into center field. Line drive, base hit. And he's in safely to third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. 2 more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out there.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
The 0-1 delivery starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. 1 run is not going to kill you.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Softly hit toward the hole. Adams is there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Probably wanted more out of that at-bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Josh Reddick. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. From the stretch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Here's the 0-1 from Ross. Grounded up the first baseline. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Phillies lead it 2-0. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
So coming to the plate, Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And immediately the Phillies now must deal with a real burner standing at first base.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And now for Washington, Juan Soto. We take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
So 1-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. Turner aboard here at first with nobody out. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Now the payoff pitch home, and that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Nick Castellanos now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set. Here it comes. Up around the face.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
None out. Runners at first and second. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides. The defensive side and the offensive side. You send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw. But that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send and a close play, but it all worked out.
No balls and a strike to count. First and second here with nobody out. And it's fouled away. set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Fouled away. Nola, playing here in his age 26 season, he was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. The 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. His confidence is soaring right now. A 4-for-4 performance in his last game. He's swinging the bat really well. He just looks real comfortable at the plate. I don't know if you even want to throw to him right now if you're the opposing team.
Striding in now for the Nats, Corey Dickerson. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Runners are at first and second with one away. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Hit down the line at first. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Some people in the crowd don't like that, but believe me, he did not want to hit a guy in the first inning. We'll see if he can regain his control or if his control becomes an issue.
Here's Matt Adams now. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Victor Robles digging in now. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dad, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Pitch on its way to Avila. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. So next to the plate for the Phils, J.P. Crawford will match up now with Joe Ross to lead off the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. That's a tough take. And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. First offering on its way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Alfaro stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Stepping in now, Aaron Nola. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And one of the main pieces on this team today is the guy playing shortstop. A ton of range, the ability to go in the hole, set that back foot with a strong arm over the first base. And I know it's going to upset the second baseman and the third baseman, but at the end of the day, the shortstop is and always will be the captain of the infield.
So striding forward now, Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 delivery. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Hit hard to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Into the box now, Scott Kingery. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Alfaro on second. Hernandez at first. 1 gone. Hit toward the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Here comes the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
2 men are on with 2 men out.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Soto. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 3 and the Nationals 2. Leading off the inning, Joe Ross. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Pitcher, Joe Ross.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Favorable call in there for a strike. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Standing in, Trey Turner. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 2-1 the count to Trey Turner. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. He stays alive, still 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
In now, Juan Soto. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
2 out, nobody on. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
The 2-2. Fouled off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. They trail 3-2. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Santana. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Dickerson going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Digging in, Odubel Herrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But the throw will be in time at first, so he's denied the base hit on a bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Settling in now, Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And he just misses with a curveball. The 1-0. swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They're up 3-2. Back now with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Nicolas Castellanos to start out the inning.
Castellanos.
'50th pitch of the game on its way. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line towards center field, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Stepping in, Corey Dickerson. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. First offering on its way. Way in front of that fastball. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. And that misses, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder. Matt Adams would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still a 3-2 ball game. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Here's the pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. So he's into scoring position here on that double that kicks off the fourth inning. And as you see there on the graphic, that total good for fourth best on the Philly roster. Now batting, Jorge Alfaro reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Soft liner to the left side. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out. Time now for the Nationals Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Aaron Nola. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. There's a strike.
I got a ball, one strike.
Liner towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit. And a relay to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
And in steps Scott Kingery. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Kingery is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
The 3-1. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Ready for another shot now. Rhys Hoskins. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team in runs batted in.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
On a line, that's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's 5-2.
Up next for Philadelphia, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Justin Dunn answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Dunn.
Carlos Santana will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Comes set, and the 0-1 is a slider taken for a ball.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Turner over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Phillies 6 and the Nationals 2. Here's Matt Adams now.
Leading
He's
off for
0 for 1
Washington.
thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A ball and no strikes.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 2-0. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Now the 3-0 offering. Oh, Adams a little too quick on that one as this is pulled foul into the seats down the right side. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Victor Robles digging in now as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Adams gets his lead at first, nobody out. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Adams rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they now trail by only 3.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Avila carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Swing and a line drive. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI 2-bagger.
Into the box, Justin Dunn. Now a bunt attempt here. Pingree scoops it up, only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Soft liner toward first. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw won't get him.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
Standing in, Juan Soto. First pitch coming. Here it is. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Soto is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leveraged. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 9 on the year as they move out in front 7-6.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Nick Castellanos now.
Nick Castellanos.
As he rips it on the ground to second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Daniel Murphy hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
It's really been an amazing transition for Daniel Murphy, known more as an average-type hitter, Matt, when he was a member of the New York Mets. But since he's put on a Nationals uniform, boy, the power surge has come, and it has not stopped.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We're through 4, and this is now a 7-6 ball game. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Line to the right side. And that's going to be a base hit for Reddick. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the fifth.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, to second for 1. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Ready now, Jorge Alfaro. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First offering on its way, and he fouls this one off. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And as you can see, these guys find themselves in the number 6 position in that category in the NL. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Crawford, the runner at second with 1 away. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 pitch, and that misses for ball 4.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Michael Franco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Michael Franco.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. So far this season, Franco is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Throw into third. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 7-7 game. And he's out on a strong throw.
Now batting, second baseman.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Seven runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Oh, and this one ran in and got it. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
And in steps Scott Kingery. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. A ball and a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again. 1-2. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 9-7 contest.
Usually a hitter would shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. 3 runs already home here. That misses. 1-2. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
2 out here and a runner at second. Here now the 2-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Another full count offering on its way. Nope. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a wall.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A bouncer up the middle. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 9 and the Nationals 7. Vince Velasquez is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 28, Vince Velasquez.
Striding in, Corey Dickerson. He has no prior history against this pitcher.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is fouled at the plate. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. Here's Matt Adams now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Matt Adams in front. 3 balls and a strike to count now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Hit hard to third. Kingery's there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 16,
Victor Robles digging in now. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. First offering on its way. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Pitch on its way to Avila. Fouled off. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Robles leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Chasing after it is Hoskins. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left for Washington. They trail by a couple. It's 9-7. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Avila will wait on it. One down.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Turner takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Now at the plate, J.P. Crawford. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Now he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Tapped up the first baseline. That's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. Lifted the other way out to left center. Dickerson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They still lead it by 2. It's 9-7. Pedro Severino is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Pedro Severino.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. And he fouls this one off. Line to the right side. And that's going